and Maya Angelou. Yeah? But news came yesterday that a member of parliament is in trouble. That member of parliament is Duane Smith, the JLP's Duane Smith. He's a member of parliament for North West St. Andrew. Word came out of the Supreme Court yesterday that he is a subject of a lawsuit over allegations that he owes the claimant in that action in excess of $20 million. The claimant is a businessman, Sean Azan. And according to what came out of the proceedings yesterday and reporters speaking with the attorneys for Mr. Azan, Mr. Azan extended a personal loan to MP Smith over a period of time. However, the original case was discontinued after Duane Smith claimed he was never served with the legal documents. The matter was brought before the Supreme Court in downtown Kingston on Wednesday, where that claim was withdrawn but refiled. Mr. Azan's attorney, Christopher Dunkley, refiled the lawsuit, and he told our news team this.
It's a private matter between Mr. Smith and Mr. Azan, but in the action that Mr. Azan took against Mr. Smith has opposed it on the basis that he says he wasn't served originally with the claim. Mr. Azan has refiled another claim, and we've discontinued the one that he says he wasn't served with. We've decided not to have an argument in court about that. We just focus on what Mr. Azan has come to court for, which is to recover monies loaned to Mr. Smith.
According to attorney Dunkley, MP Smith had made promises to repay, but none of those promises have been fulfilled.
There were what appeared to have been bona fide attempts to settle his indebtedness, but it didn't come to anything because the indebtedness was not settled. He has never disputed the sums owed. He has disputed that he was served. That's what this is about.
Christopher Dunkley. About 2 weeks ago, less than 2 weeks ago, a video of a man being shot and killed in tavern in St. Andrew emerged. I have a surprise. The caller I have is the Member of Parliament for Northwest St. Andrew, Mr. Duane Smith. Good morning.
Morning, Mr. Hughes.
To what do I owe this call?
I'm here because I've been hearing a one-sided report on your station, among other stations, last evening up until this morning. And I'm here to add some balance to the conversation. Usually, I don't respond to these things. As a matter of fact, my attorney asked me not to respond. But when you're a member of parliament, I think I owe it to my constituents. I have a lot of persons close to me. My wife, I have close friends, my mother, who the situation since last evening is badly affecting. I don't believe my 80-year-old mother slept.
Hello, Mr. Smith?
Issue. Hello?
Yes, speak up for me.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I'm hearing you again. You're tapering off.
I'm saying I don't believe... Usually I would ignore this sort of thing, as I was advised to do by my attorneys. But I had to come on this morning to set the record straight. Because things like this have a way of affecting people close to me. It doesn't bother me, because I'm a politician with a thick skin, and I'm accustomed to people saying things about me that is not true. But I have family, I have friends, and I have constituents, and I have a party that I represent. And the facts, people can say what they want to say, but they're not entitled to their own facts. Mr. Hughes, I've heard all sorts of rumors about me over many years. Many, many years. And these rumors about me seem to come it keeps coming around the time when I'm ascending in the political line. Let me give you a quick example. When my father retired from his politics in 2018, there's no secret that I tried to succeed him. Rumors came out. I'm a degenerate gambler. Never gambled a day in my life. I'm an alcohol. They said everything about me. Dr. Clark became a member of parliament and did excellent work for the country and for the party and for the constituency. Rumors died down. Niger resigned. The party appointed me as the standard bearer to replace him. Within half an hour, rumors about me again, gambling, I'm indebted to this person, I'm indebted to that person. I mean, I ignored them because none of it is true. For you to be a candidate for the Jamaica Labour Party, you have to be properly vetted. And I was vetted at the highest level of the party. My personal finances, my business finances, and after that vetting process, I was appointed the standard bearer for the constituency candidate, and I am now the member of parliament. Because I left all of that investigation by the party, I left everybody completely satisfied with what they saw with my personal situation. Now, let me just speak specifically to what happened yesterday, and I can only speak about the case that ended yesterday. I can't speak about a new case that I hear about. The only thing that happened in court yesterday, first of all, it was to hear an application by me. My former good friend, Sean Azan. There was a time when Sean and I were very good friends, till we were not. We still have mutual friends. And months ago, years ago, I heard through a mutual friend that Mr. Azan has filed a claim in court against me. I said, really? Okay. I immediately instructed my attorneys to go and search the registry at the court to find out if what I heard is indeed true. It was true. He filed an affidavit of service saying that I was personally served with documents of a lawsuit at an address in Jamaica. I knew that was an impossibility.
Come again, you're tapering off again, Mr. Smith. You what?
He filed a affidavit of service to say that I was served personally. I heard that through a mutual friend, and my lawyer said search the court record and confirm that fact, that he served me. He said that he served me. My attorneys immediately made an application for the declaration that I was not served as alleged. My attorneys provided evidence to that fact that I could not have been served with what Mr. Azan has said I was served with. We went to court in January, and the judge was very upset that Mr. Azan could not, or his attorney, could not present the bailiff who gave me the service. The judge gave them 6 months to find this person who said they served me, and that was yesterday, June 4th. They still not found the person who they said served me the summons. Anyway, he brought no evidence to the contrary that what I was saying was true. So Mr. Azan, through his attorney, had no choice but to withdraw the suit yesterday. And I'm now entitled and will be awarded cost. That court case is done. Done. On leaving the court yesterday, I saw a group of journalists asking me questions. By the way, journalists tried to come into the court, and the judge would not have it. The journalists asked me questions. Of course, I had no comment.
Why would the judge not have it? Why?
Because what she was having yesterday was supposed to be in her chambers, not in open court. But because her chambers is not as big as it to accommodate all the lawyers and everybody, she had it in an available court.
Oh.
Notwithstanding, it's a lovely court. This was the first time I'm actually going to a court in Jamaica, and the government and Minister Chuck is doing an excellent job. Fabulous court. So that's the only thing that happened yesterday in court.
But yesterday...
No, let me finish. that was withdrawn. So the case is now done. I was withdrawn, and I will be awarded because I'm entitled to cost. His attorney said they're going to file a new claim. I have not seen the claim, but what I have done, I have written to my attorney, giving my attorney instruction to accept service on my behalf, because I'm anxious to see what he's coming with next. Now, the interview that was done by Mr. Azan's attorney is painful to me, hurtful to me, because not one sentence that he said is factual. Nothing at all he said is true, and he knows it's not true. And there's an avenue to deal with attorneys who tells lies and waste the court's time by saying that they served somebody or someone's and they did not get. They know they didn't. And there's a process to deal with that, and that will be done in due course. So what I have done, there are two things I can tell you. I have written to my attorneys, giving them permission to accept this new lawsuit because I don't know what it says, so I can't speak to it. I don't know what it says. And I can confirm two things. One, nothing that Mr. Azan's attorney said yesterday is true. Nothing is true. And two, I owe Mr. Azan zero. Not $1 is outstanding to Mr. Azan.
Hold it there, Mr.
And
Smith.
I look for.
Hold it there, because you have dealt with a history, and you have also spoken to what Mr. Azan's attorney, Christopher Dunkley, told the press corps gathered at the courthouse yesterday. We're up on the break. Stay with us. Northwest St. Andrew, the JLP's Duane Smith, in relation to a matter that emerged in the Supreme Court yesterday, been reported in the media, where a businessman, Sean Azan, is accusing Mr. Smith of failing to repay him in excess of $20 million over a period of years, and despite several attempts by Mr. Azan to get Mr. Smith to repay him the money, Mr. Smith has not done so. Before the break, you heard Mr. Smith saying, that is simply not true. He owes Mr. Azan nothing. He said the claim that was supposed to be heard yesterday really didn't happen because he was not served. He also went further to say Mr. Azan's attorney, Christopher Dunkley, who spoke with the members of the media yesterday, what he told this entity, Nationwide, and other media outlets were false. The statements were untrue. This is what Mr. Dunkley told our reporter yesterday.
It's a private matter between Mr. Smith and Mr. Azan, but in the action that Mr. Azan took against Mr. Smith has opposed it on the basis that he says he wasn't served originally with the claim. Mr. Azan has refiled another claim, and we've discontinued the one that he says he wasn't served with. We've decided not to have an argument in court about that. We just focus on what Mr. Azan has come to court for, which is to recover monies loaned to Mr. Smith. There were what appeared to have been bona fide attempts to settle his indebtedness, but it didn't come to anything because the indebtedness was not settled. He has never disputed the sums owed. He has disputed that he was served. That's what this is about.
That's Christopher Dunkley, the attorney for Mr. Azan. Mr. Smith? Mr. Smith?
Yes. So
that is not true. You're not contesting that you owe Mr. Azan anything? Are you?
I just told you. A while ago. I'll repeat it in case you missed it. I owe Mr. Azan nothing, and not one word mentioned by Mr. Dunkley out of court yesterday was true. Yesterday's court matter had nothing to do with an alleged debt. Yesterday's court matter was for Mr. Dunkley and Mr. Azan to prove to me, as they say they did, a signed affidavit by somebody whose name I can't call at this time, that I was served. And after waiting 6 months, the court, they could not produce to the court the person they said they served me as someone. That was the only matter dealt with in court yesterday.
Mr.
They tried to bring up another matter, and the judge was not having it. The judge said that's not for today. So they failed in the court. So they're now trying to try a case in the public sphere. No, I can't speak to what they're saying in the public sphere because I do not know what the new claim says.
Well, let me ask you, Mr. Smith. Let me ask you this. Is it true that Mr. Azan lent you approximately 103,000 US dollars for a business venture and that you have not paid him back for over approximately 10 years?
Okay, no, it goes right back to what I said a while ago. I answered the question today. It is not true. But again, Mr. Hughes,
you did not. Mr. Smith. Mr. Smith, I'm asking. You notice I've been listening very
intently. I answered your question.
And I'm no. I'm asking you. Did Mr. Azan lend you over 103,000 US dollars for pursuing a business venture that you have not repaid him?
I can say like this, Mr. Hughes. I do not know what this new suit entails, so I cannot speak to any specifics. But what I can tell you definitively, that as I do not owe Mr. Azan a dollar. This lawsuit is frivolous. It was thrown out yesterday because of a waste of the court's time. I was awarded the costs because he had to withdraw it. No, it's not a matter that I heard Mr. Dunkley said in the statement a while ago that they don't want to waste time in the court proving. No, that's not what happened. The court wanted Mr. Dunkley to provide the evidence that I was served, and he was unable to do so.
Well, we're beyond that now. I'm asking you.
We're beyond that now.
I'm asking you. I'm asking you, Mr. Smith.
And I've answered.
Were you and Mr. Azan in a business venture?
Mr. Azan and I were friends. Mr. Azan and I are no longer friends. Mr. Azan and I have never been business friends, in a business venture.
So,
and allow me, please, I cannot speak to anything more because I do not know what this new claim that they claim they have says. And my lawyer has advised me not to speak on something that I have not seen.
Well, Mr. Smith, you came here. Yeah, and you had a long run, and I listened to you.
And as you speak,
there are questions.
Yes, was reported on Nationwide News.
Yes. And you dealt with that. I am asking you now. You have come here to clear your name.
Indeed.
Right. So I'm asking you now. At no time over the last how many years has you been the recipient of funds from who you called your friend at one time?
And I am telling you.
You have not been.
Allow me to answer you. Allow me to answer you. I'm going to answer you like this because I have to listen to my attorneys. My attorneys have advised me that I cannot speak to any specifics until I receive this new suit that they claim they're going to serve me with.
But you would know if Mr. Azan has lent you 100,000 US or more. You would know that.
I would definitely know. I would definitely know that. And I think I've definitely... And I've answered
and you have said that is not so. You have said that is not so.
I have answered your question already.
Mm-hmm.
And just forgive me. I have to yield to the advice of my attorneys. I can tell you, without beyond a shadow of a doubt, that every sentence out of Mr. Dunkley's mouth yesterday outside the courthouse is a lie, possibly defamatory. And the second I receive this new suit, I will give my lawyers instructions to propose.
Have you ever given Mr. Azan checks that were not dated and which later bounced?
Again, I cannot speak to specifics of a case that I see.
No, this is not a case.
Like,
this is not a
no,
case.
No.
This is not a case now. There's no case here now. These are questions. These are questions that
there's a possibility of what maybe you have seen the suit and I haven't.
No, I have not seen any suit.
Speak to specifics.
I've not seen any suit.
I can't speak to that.
Smith.
All I can tell you is that one, what Mr. Dunkley has said is not true, possibly defamatory, and two, no funds are outstanding to Mr. Sean Azan. And I said one more thing. All these things that you're saying to me now and all these questions that you're asking me now were asked of me at the highest level in the party when I was being vetted to become a member of parliament.
Oh? At the highest level of the party? Meaning the Prime Minister, the General Secretary, the Selection Committee? What? Mr. Smith? Mr. Smith? Mr. Smith? You were asked these questions at the highest levels of the party. Are you there? He's gone? Can you try getting him back for me, please? Oh? I was hearing him very well. Oh, he hung up the phone. Oh? What the hell is this? Oh, probably the line dropped. But Mr. Smith, please try reaching him back. Yeah? But let us give him an opportunity to be back. Please. Time for the break. Reconnect with Mr. Smith. Because I don't know what happened. If the call dropped or he hung up, I don't know. But it was at a pivotal point in the interview that we lost him. Yes? So, we are still making efforts to reconnect with him. Yes? Is he back? Oh, good. 22 minutes after he's back. Mr. Smith.
My battery died.
Oh.
Yes, sir. Back online.
Good.
My phone been busy in the last 24 hours, so.
Well, so my question to you was, you spoke of the questions I was asking you, sounded very much like questions you have been asked at the very highest levels of the party. And I zeroed in on that and asked if those levels mean the Prime Minister, the party leader, the General Secretary, members of the Selection Committee of the Labour Party.
Mr. Hughes, you're politically experienced, know that I can't share Labour Party business publicly, but I don't think there's anything to hide. I did meet with the General Secretary of the party, and he's really in charge of all candidates. So yes, I did meet the General Secretary. I have had conversations with the party leader because he's a very
and these questions
very hands-on.
And these questions were asked of you.
All these questions are asked of me, Mr. Hughes. You know what, Mr. Hughes? Everybody can be a subject of a lawsuit, right? This is the first time I'm having this experience. Maybe you have had it before.
Yes.
Anybody can be a party to a lawsuit. Right? What I'm trying to say to you is, you go ahead. Yeah.
But the issue is beyond the lawsuit as you have outlined it. Yes?
Right.
Since you came on this morning and the interview started, my phone is also burning up with questions, that seek to suggest that you're not being truthful. Questions that suggest that you have issued several checks that have bounced to Mr. Azan. For example, put up on the screen for me these checks that were issued. One to Sean Azan. $500,000.
What's the date on this check?
The date? Let me just get date here. 14th, is this the 14th of the 1st, 2020, 14th of the 11th, 2024. November last year, $500,000.
Right.
But the
No,
check
what-
then
stop,
says,
stop,
hold on.
stop,
It says
stop.
payment
Stop.
countermanded by
What does that mean?
draw.
What does that mean?
You tell me.
A countermanded check is not a check that was bounced. A countermanded check is a check that means a stop payment was placed by me on that check.
Oh, very
Just
important.
do what count. Very important. A bounce check is not a countermanded check, and that's the mistake and the mischief that is out there. No, when our check is out, just Google what a countermanded check is, and I will answer your question, Mr. Hughes. A lot of mischief is out there.
Well, clear them up now. So these checks were essentially issued to Mr. Azan.
So you just said that the checks were bounced.
Yes.
And I'm telling you that
That's
the check
wrong.
is countermanded. It's in front of you. You say you have a copy of it. I don't have right now.
So you have, and you have also explained that countermanded means you stop
payment
the payment of the
check
check
on a check.
Right.
Good. No, Mr. Hughes, I cannot go in to the specifics of what a potential lawsuit is going to be. I have not seen the claim. I'm yet to see the claim that they said they're going to serve me. I've asked my attorney to get it on my behalf.
So what were you attempting to pay Mr. Azan last November when these checks were written?
I did not pay Mr. Azan. I have not seen Mr. Azan. The first I saw Mr. Azan.
Well, why would
was
you then? Why would you sign these checks and present them to him?
No. You need to ask him that. That's a question for Mr. Azan.
No, but your signature is on this.
No, Mr. Hughes.
Yes?
Mr. Hughes, I cannot go into the specifics of a case that I have not yet seen.
No, I haven't seen any case. I haven't seen any case yet, Mr. Smith.
But you have seen a check and you have accused me of being a bounce check.
Let me tell you, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of these checks, all written in the name of Sean Azan, signed by what seems to be your signature.
Right.
You told me only moments ago you issued those checks and then directed that they be stopped.
Mr. Hughes.
Yeah.
Mr. Hughes, I cannot go into the specifics of the case that I have not yet seen. All I'm doing is explaining to you what a countermanded check is. And I'll stop there.
Are you denying that you wrote these checks, Mr. Smith?
I already did.
You did.
No.
You are denying that you didn't write these checks.
I already answered the question about what you have asked me.
No. Could you tell me, for clarity, did you write these checks?
For clarity, I did not. And I will not speak on this matter again because
you did not write these checks in November, one dated the 14th of November last year. Then if you did not write, hold on, Mr. Smith, if you did not write them, how then did you issue a directive to your bank to stop it?
Mr. Azan, and that's a question you have to ask Mr. Azan. And what you will do, on this public record, what you can do, you can sign out what date those checks were countermanded, because those checks were countermanded over a decade ago. Over 9 years ago, but I cannot go into the specifics of a case, Mr. Hughes. You must can understand that. And let me close by saying this, Mr. Hughes. I mentioned to you that all these questions that you're asking me, I was vetted by the highest level in the party. You do not become a member of parliament for the Jamaica Labour Party, or a candidate for that matter, unless you have impeccable integrity. You do not become a member of parliament for a constituency like St. Andrew Northwestern unless you have impeccable character. Just look at my predecessors. Dr. Nigel Clark, who served as Minister of Finance.
Mr. Smith.
No, look at before.
No. I don't have Nigel Clark in front of me. I have Duane Smith in front of me. You are the subject. You are the subject of this.
And the questions that you're asking, I need to have a shout at me now. The questions that you're asking.
You started the shouting.
I'm sorry. I'm very passionate about this issue because when you have somebody smearing your name in the public sphere with lies over decades, over years, this is not a yesterday matter, Yesterday was a victory for me where the matter was dismissed because they could not prove that I was even served with a case. So they're now trying to serve a new one. I'm not the new one. When I get the new one, I can speak to it then.
You did say earlier, Mr. Smith, that you were good friends with Mr. Shawnazan, didn't you?
I did say that, that's a fact. We're good friends.
What caused the falling out?
That is not for public consumption.
Was it over money or financial issues?
No.
The falling out wasn't over business related?
No, it was not. Because I've said it before, I've never been in any business with him. But again,
and he has never lent you any money?
Again, I cannot speak to what a pending case that may come in the future.
Not a pending case. But he has never lent you money. You don't owe nothing.
I answered the question on my first call before I got disconnected. I answered the question already. No. Not only do I not give him any money.
Yes.
You just accuse me of giving him a bounce check when it was countermanded.
Yes. Yes.
So when the facts are revealed, I will be vindicated. The only reason I am here today, Mr. Hughes, is for my mother, my wife, my friends, and my constituents, and my party. If it was up to me, I'd shut my mouth because I really don't care what people have to say about me because I know the truth. But I represent a party that is doing well, a party that is getting ready for a third term in office, and I don't want to be a distraction for them at this time, especially with unfounded accusations. It will be dealt with in appropriate channels through the court. But in closing, I owe Mr. Azan nothing, and I'm anxious for my day in court with him. Thank you for your time. You have any more questions for me, Mr. Hughes?
No. That's it. And thank you for rejoining us.
Yeah, man. Thank you. Take care. Bye-bye.
Okay, and all the best. Time for the break.
My hands were steady, my eyes were clear and bright. My walk had...
It's why people don't want to come with some politician don't want to come face you and your team and nationwide. Well, not drill them, no drill people, Mr. Hughes.
I don't know what you talk about that. I don't have no drill. I can't afford $31 million.
Why? When you do your thing, I'll look at Tana, Me I tell you,
But is this man called us this morning, We didn't call Mr. Smith, Mr. Smith called us.
Yeah.
Offering. Yeah? To clarify what came out of court yesterday. And he went through a long history. I did not interrupt him for a second. Yes? And then he opened the door. And if you open the door to other issues, I'm going to go through it.
Yes, and that's right. That's right. And when you go right down to the bottom, you will get the truth. But a lot of politicians are not going to come and face you.
Oh.
Not going to face you, not going to face Judge, not going to face Tana, not going to face none of you people there. Because your people go right down to the bottom to find the truth.
Well, I'm looking forward to hear how the matter will develop in court. Yes? Because he said he didn't write those checks.
Yeah, that's why it's a surprise. So those checks are out.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mr. Hughes, what I call to talk to you about, you have a gentleman, big man now, in do a song. You know that song very well. And I see playing out now in Jamaica, that song. His name is Lord Larrow. Song, Foreign Press. You never hear the good things, but you hear the bad things. And all of that to reach the foreign press. You know that song, Mr. Hughes?
Yes. That song came about in the 70s.
In the 70s. I wouldn't mind if your producer find that song and play it, because this is what I see playing out in Jamaica.
Yeah.
And every day, because I'm in the street. And no matter what good you see going on in this country, they look for the negative things. They look for the negative things. And it's one negative thing one negative thing you hear on the tongue of Jamaican people. 28 bank account, 28 bank account. I know you hear about this gentleman. This gentleman who have gone to the FID. And I don't ask the question. This man, when Portia asked him to go to the NSWNA, why nobody didn't comes out and said he's not qualified? When he was at Bearing, Bunting and Golding,
Because, but you know the answer, Willow.
Huh?
You know the answer. You're asking a rhetorical question because you well and truly know the answer.
Yeah, I will tell you. My grandmother usually said, we are hide in a night, one day to come out in a day. It will come out in a light. And when it come out in a light, you will be exposed. And I don't know what Mr. User says, a silly season we are in. And you don't use this silly season to play up on people's integrity. Don't do it. Don't belittle people to reach to the top, because you want to walk on people to reach to the top. And as I was on the street when I see bus load of people going around to the finance ministry only by your circle there. And I said, if these people are working, they wouldn't have no time for that. They wouldn't have no time for that.
Yes, but I also noticed something in terms of those who were in the crowd. They were predominantly middle-aged, elderly people. I didn't see any of the youngsters under 30, 35 there. And my staff told me, it's because they were all working.
Yes.
Yes. Anyway, sir, we have a full switchboard.
All right,
Take care. Last evening, the President of the United States banned travel from 12 countries, including Haiti in the Caribbean next door to us. The Trump administration is now saying if you are from